You're in the Memphis room. This is the official Memphis showcase, and I'm really excited to introduce to you our next artist. He is a 7-time Blues Music Award winner. Most recently, yes, the 2023 Blues Music Award for Acoustic Artist of the Year. Doug's songs have been recorded by artists like Eva Cassidy, Albert King, and Billy Lee Riley. Please, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for Doug MacLeod. Give it up.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're all on a train. And all of us know where we got on the train. But none of us really know where we get off the train. We ride along, enjoy the ride. And then one day the conductor will come up next to your seat, lay your hand on your shoulder, lean down, and he'll say, "This your stop." You say, "No, I was thinking of riding a little bit further." He said, "No, this is your stop. And you got to get off that train, don't you? Maybe another train coming. Maybe somebody there with you. One thing for sure is you watch that train roll away from that station. That train didn't need you. It goes without you. And you get what I call a humbleization. You start to get the idea of the unimportance of your importance. And maybe the importance of your unimportance. I wrote this song years ago when I traveled with a mentor of mine named George Harmonica Smith. This song is called "A Long Black Train," and it's going to sound exactly like this here on a Saturday night in Benton's Ballroom on the 20th floor in Kansas City, Missouri for the Folk Alliance. See what it sounds like. Yonder come the wizard, selling the magic on the street. He found a young girl who said, "Man, my life ain't complete." Wizard say, "Here's some magic, it's gonna ease your pain." And somewhere in the heartland, it started to rain. Girl, go home, put the magic in her soul. Days grow dim, night grow cold. Thunder and lightning rain on the heartland home. And the mama wake up screaming, "My baby gone." Every baby born to somebody dying. For every truth that told somebody lying. And for everyone that quit, somebody trying. And that long black train just rolling down the line. Old man in the pine, they say played the blues so well. People come to hear his music, the stories he tell. He talk of a life that had gone and passed us by. How it took more courage to live than it did to die. His words, they're simple, but his wisdom shone through. His talk of bones and mojo put a chill in you. When the angels came for him, they tell me it snowed that night. But somewhere in them Virginia pines still burn a light. For every baby born, there's somebody dying. For every truth that told, somebody's lying. And for everyone to quit, somebody trying. And that long black train just rolling down the line. Every baby born to somebody dying. For every truth that's told, somebody's lying. And for everyone to quit, somebody's trying. And that long black train just rolling on down the line. Old man on the platform, he smiled as people walked by. If you're looking real close, you can still see a little boy left in his eyes. A young man who stuttered, now he got his ticket in his hand. That he chose to ride, show the power of the man. Little girl with her mama, she playing with a toy. There's an old woman half stocking and she can't find no joy. Have you ever heard somebody holler, I never had no chance? I swear that's the music, make the devil wanna dance. For every baby born, somebody's dying. And for every truth they told, somebody lying. If you ever want to quit, somebody's trying. And you know that long black train, it's just steady going down the line. Just moving on down the line. Thank you very much. Thank y'all, appreciate it. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Music Exports Memphis for helping me get here to my second focal lines, which is really a treat to be here. I mean that. I'm sincere about that. This next song I'd like to do for you is a song that I co-wrote with a gentleman by the name of Bruce Bromberg. Do you all know that name? Some of you do, most of you don't. Well, you do now. Bruce Bromberg is a member of the Blues Hall of Fame. And I think for two reasons. One, he was one of the founders of High Tone Records, which back in the 1980s gave so many of us a chance. Fellas like myself, James Armstrong, Robert Cray, Joe Louis Walker, Dave Alvin, all on High Tone Records. And the other reason I think he's in the Hall of Fame, he was a damn good lyricist. And he and Robert Cray wrote a song you might have heard called Smoking Gun. You know that song? Hmm? Well, he made so much money off that song, Smoking Gun, that he put a wing on his house. Not a room, a wing. And he living in the Pacific Palisades of Los Angeles. That's a lot of money. A wing on his house. He called me up. He said, Doug, you want to write some songs? Me and my wife, we looking for a patio. I said, sure. So I go on over to his house, you know. And he had a beautiful wing, he really did. And it's a beautiful old Martin guitar that he played. It's a gorgeous thing. I forget how old it was. It doesn't matter how old it was. It was like butter. It's just a gorgeous thing. But everything else was on the cheap. He had the cheapest Radio Shack speakers you could buy. A Radio Shack microphone. And back in those days, we were using cassette players, you know. And so he had to do this through his cassette player to get the speed to go right. So he's telling me, he said, I've been working on this song. I said, you have? He said, yeah, I've been working on it. I said, well, let me hear it. This is what it sounded like. We're headed out from Plaquemine, up Route 1 to Baton Rouge. Lord, we was happy in Plaquemine. Said she wanted Baton Rouge to keep a good woman. Man gotta do what man gotta do. I saw the patio just drifting away. He said, can you do something with that? I was thinking to myself, I better. We fooled around, we come up with this song. It's called Plaquemine. About a little town in Louisiana, south of Baton Rouge. About 2 bends in the river down, I believe. We've been real fortunate. A lot of guys from Louisiana have recorded this song. They call it Plaquemine, Plaquemine Blues, Plaquemine City Blues. Don't make any difference to me. Mailbox money is still right, you know. And I guess you might be wondering, did we get the patio? Yeah. But not from this song. Plaquemine, I'm gonna make it sound exactly like this. Man, we're headed out from Plaquemine, up Route 1, Baton Rouge. We was happy down in Blackman, you know. Said she wanted Baton Rouge. And keep a good woman. A man got to do what a man got to do. Oh, but Baton Rouge couldn't hold her. Say she wanted New Orleans. You know, she was craving more excitement. And say she found in New Orleans. So I trailed on out behind her, trying to figure out what it means. Oh Lord, what it means. Well, she said she'd meet me in Dallas. She headed east out of Birmingham. You know, I was gonna get suspicious now. I started to worry about another man. So I caught the next thing rolling and took the dog down to Alabama. Dog, that's a Greyhound bus, you know. Well, they say I just done missed her. She caught the red out to LA. You know, there's a big dude traveling with her. Man, he didn't have that much to say. So I headed on back to Blackman, you know. Sad but wise a man today. Boys, I'm going on back home. Going back home to stay. You know, sometimes when you hurt, can make you find a better way. There's a better way. Ooh, I know. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. I'm a storyteller, you know. I tell stories, and so here in my half hour, it'll probably be about 4 songs. But you got to be thankful, because if it was Roy Bookbinder, it'd probably be just 1 song. I'm gonna do a song for you now that is about a river. We live in Memphis now. We're so happy to be in Memphis. My wife found a house on Mud Island, which is really on the Mississippi River. They tell me it's a peninsula. And I said, okay, it's peninsula, that's all right. But how in the South are you gonna have a place called Mud Peninsula? That don't make no sense. So, you know, it's a mud island. This song, though, is about my time in St. Louis, when I grew up there. We got some Cardinal fans in here? Maybe we have a better year this year, huh? When I was a young man, getting out of high school, I had a decision in my life to make. And I figured I wanted to find a place where I can go make my decisions. I decided what I'd do is go out off of Highway 40, go west, go out to where the Missouri River is. And in those days, you could park and walk on down to the river. I found a tree and sat underneath that tree, and I watched the river run, and I was thinking, should I join the Navy? So I sat on that tree and thought on that and ruminated for a while and watched the river run and said, yep, I think I will join the Navy. Well, 4 years later, lucky enough, I was back. And I was thinking about whether or not I should go to school or not. Maybe learn how to read music, get some theory, get some education, you understand? So I figured I better think about this. This is a big decision. So I got my little Volkswagen, went out Highway 40, Missouri River. I'd like to say I found the very same tree, but I didn't. But for the sake of the story, I found the very same tree. I sat down underneath that tree, watched the river on. I said, I wonder if I should go to school. Not my current wife for 42 years, I'll say. But that was my first mistake, you know. But while I was sitting underneath those trees on those nights and watching the moonlight dance on the river, I started thinking that just human beings, we like rivers. We get created, don't we? We go on our journeys. And like the big Mississippi River, go all the way from Minnesota, all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. And they go up in the sky. And some people say, well, we come on back. I don't know for sure. I never met nobody like that. But I do know one thing for sure. I know it's real good to roll like a river. And that's the name of this song. It's going to sound exactly like this tonight. Now sometime this old world, it just get too much for me. So I find me a river. I take that the world really is this cold. I said, oh, mighty river, just let you roll and cleanse my soul. Roll on, roll on. Oh, mighty river, roll. I want to roll just like a river. I want to roll just like a river. I want to roll like a river. Now look up over yonder, above the tree. There's a big old yellow moon. He shines his light on me. And the moon seemed to smile as the river journey through the night. And are you trying to tell me that even my darkness is gonna be the light? Then roll on, roll on. Oh, Meadow River, roll on. I want to roll just like a river. I want to roll just like a river. I want to roll like a river till I'm gone. And some, they try to damn you. They try to change your course of flow. But misdirection, it ain't gonna stop you. 'Cause you ordained to where you go. So thank you, Meadow River. I want to thank you for my peace of mind. And I shall remain grateful, for you never that hard to find. Roll on, roll on. Like a river, I want to roll just like a river. I want to roll like a river till I'm gone. My thanks to you. And I mean to thank y'all very much. I'm gonna close this set with a little song that's entitled Travel On, no matter how tough things might be in your life. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep on stepping and travel on. Now I went to the river, then I went on to the sea. And I realized that morning there's something more here than you and me. And travel on, just travel on. You ain't alone on the journey home, you travel on. There's deceivement all around you. It's so hard to see the truth. Just remember, what you is seeking is surely seeking you. And travel on. Ooh, just travel on. You ain't alone on the journey home. You travel on. Now I went to the river. Then I went on to the sea. And I realized that morning there's something more here than you and me. And travel on. Just travel on. You ain't alone on the journey home. Travel on. You ain't alone on the journey home. Travel on. Before I say that again, I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for the Folk Alliance, Music Exports Memphis. Thank you, Kevin, for the sound. Yes, sir. And I leave you with these thoughts. Be good to one another. Keep a good thought in your heart. Don't let the green grass fool you. And don't ever let the same dog bite you twice. Good night. Travel on. You travel on. You ain't alone on the journey home. You travel on. Thank y'all very much. Well, thank you.